have an issue. Blue figured out he can knock the board off that I've been putting off repairing, which is no bueno. I wouldn't worry too much about that because Flu's good-natured. He gets out, he explores, he follows me right back into his pen. The problem is, if he's not in that pen, he could probably easily get into that pen. And then that's trouble because that is unscheduled and unplanned breedings, which means it'd throw off my schedule completely. We'd have babies in the winter, and I'm not gonna go back to having babies in below freezing temperatures. So yeah, he needs to stay in that fence. So lucky for me, because we're getting ready to start dismantling our garden here in the next month or so. But look, I have an old part of a cattle panel, or actually it's a hog panel. You can tell it's a hog panel because of how, you see down here, how close those slats are together. That's how you know it's a hog panel and not a cattle panel. And the fact that it's only about hip high. I'll just go put this where it needs to go, and hopefully I won't come out tonight to close up the girls and find that I have a buck loose in the yard. And here's my fix. Got the cattle panel right here, and then I've got an old gate that's got some welded wire right there, in hopes that that will keep him from escaping and accidentally getting in with the girls and then having accidental lovely little babies, because he's got daughters in that pen now. So I really need to make sure that he doesn't get loose and he doesn't get in there and he doesn't breed anybody that he's not supposed to breed, even though line breeding, father to daughter, mother to son, is not frowned upon. Again, it's like rolling the genetic dice. You could get a really great animal, or you could get a really not so great animal. I don't like rolling the dice very often. I'm not a gambler. You guys hear Merida? Pretty sure that means somebody is out. Where are you, Mighty Mouse? Where is my hi, Mighty Mouse, I see you. Hello. June, don't scare her. June! Hello, Mighty Mouse. Oh, little girl, don't you run. One of the bad things about babies this small, they can get out of just about anything. Right, honey? I'll put you back. Calm down. I'll push you back. Oh, she's so sweet. I could just have her out and just woof her forever. Hey, honey. So you guys might remember that we've had a lot of Muscovy ducks hatched out on our farm this year. It's our first year with Muscovy ducks, and I do know that they need to have their wings clipped, but I, for some reason, get the sneaking suspicion that the ducklings that are now fledglings for this year are due to have their wings clipped. Here's how I know. Hello, ducks. What are you guys doing up there? Not really sure if you guys know this or not, but you're definitely on top of the buck house. The house where the bucks go, not the ducks. This is the buck house, not the duck house. Are you outraged, Flu? What am I gonna do with you guys? Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to clip their wings. They're definitely due to have their wings clipped. These guys were born, oh, I think it was late April, I think it was. We've had so many born. Actually, this is the second group to hatch. So they were in May. Or was it June? Well, Mr. Lovely. Oh boy, there's Stinky Pee-Pee Face. There's Flu. Flu in that bug. You're a ham. And this right here is why we have 2 donkeys, because donkeys play rough. And I'd rather they play rough with one another because they can take that play from each other. The little goats, on the other hand, wouldn't be able to stand up to play like this. Sir, I will have to remind you that in this establishment, we don't allow goats on the table or eating the speakers. Hey, you are not being very good. Get out of here. Go on. Go on, handsome. Get down. You and your lady love got out. Tiger. So I'm not sure if you guys remember Tiger from last year. Tiger was been the only doe to be in with the buck for like 4 months last year that did not take. So I noticed she was in a flagging heat. She's still in a flagging heat and acting like she's ready for business. So I took her and I took Flu into a stall in the barn, but apparently they've gotten out. And they're saying, oh, you're setting up for a birthday party. Who doesn't love goats on a table? I love goats on a table, but my guests might not. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrangle these guys back up. And that's right, I put her into breed. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but she's one that she just will not be bred. I don't know if she's a free martin. I don't know what's going on with her, but it's kind of the point where she's on borrowed time because I need her to breed so that we can milk her and see how she's going to make our herd more productive. And if she's not going to make our herd more productive, either through genetics or just because she doesn't like any of the boys here, then she can't stay. So she's in with a buck to give her extra time to conceive, even though I gave her 4 months last year. So breeding season for 2022 started this week. I've really got to figure out my timing on these guys. See the tail? The wiggle waggle of the tail? Sir, go woo her. Go woo her. Can you please go woo her? I need you to woo her. Tiger, you need to be wooed. This is the only bad thing now though. He's out because she opened the gate, and now he's all about all these other girls in here. And I don't know if you've noticed, there are a few flagging tails in here already. So, obviously. Hi girls. Dude, I don't think they're into that. I know, Belle. I know.
If I'm ever unsure as to when breeding season is approaching, I can always count on this lady right here. Oh, everybody else is all over there doing their own thing. Then you've got Rapunzel, who's down here in this corner because right over yonder, that's where the bucks reside. Miss Rapunzel, are you feeling randy? Are you feeling randy? Which I can't blame them. It's the first day of September and the highs were in the 70s today. We've been in the highs like in the 90s with a lot of humidity. And you guys might notice I got a little something going on with my voice, and I got a positive COVID test today. So that's what this is. And I feel great besides the cough. And I feel like I've snorted chlorine up my nose. Like I've been at the pool and it got up my nose. So that's the only thing that I've noticed about it, that it's kind of like eh. And I lost my smell and my sense of taste today. Anyone who knows me knows I love my food. So that's probably the saddest thing about the whole thing, as I can't taste food. Although if I'm really honest with myself, now might be a great time to actually diet and eat the healthy stuff that I don't usually like, nor would I choose to eat, because I won't be tasting it.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
And poor Tabitha. You can tell we're going through the molt here. Tabitha looks as raggedy as ever. You can see where her feathers are coming in. Right now they just look like the pins. Don't worry, Tabby, I still think you're beautiful. But never fear, in about a week or two, you won't ever be able to tell that Tabitha went through the molt at all. She'll be back to looking beautiful and healthy. Django, this is bad. I know he can't help it, but this poor little bunny, he was just playing with it. So let's go take this little bunny and put him. It's all right, honey. It's all right, baby. We'll take you and put you in the tall grass. I know he's doing what he does, but this poor little bunny. So I've actually got him in the goat pen because Django can't get in to this pen. So there's some tall grass over here. I'm just gonna put this little fella somewhere he can kind of come out of his little comatose state, and hopefully he'll just bound right off better than ever. Oh, little Mr. Bunny. He seems like he's pretty awake. He's just, they go into kind of like a shock. Blue. Oh boy. Oh, look away. This love is in the air, just everywhere in here today. I can't really fault the goats for this type of behavior. It's kind of that old saying that boys will be boys. Not to mention, this is kind of what's been happening over the last couple of weeks. Breeding season is almost here, and they know that it's time to start thinking about making our kid crop for 2022. Hello, love bug. Are you ready? Are you ready, Flu? Flu's always ready, Mr. Pay Face. What about you, blue-eyed boy? Hi, sweetie. So, you guys might notice there are a lot of little bucks in here. But you also might remember that we had a pretty large kid crop that was mostly buck-based. So no, not all of these goats, not all of these bucks are going to be able to do what bucks do here in the next few months when breeding season comes around. They're strictly in here growing out, learning what it's like to be a buck before they go and be a buck somewhere else for somebody else. Right, buddy? Right, Flu? Are you proud of all your little boys? If you could just throw girls this year, could we focus on a doe crop this year? Can you control that, please? So today we're going to bring you guys along while we're working on the loft. It started back in the spring, sat all summer because life just gets in the way. It happens. Projects pull us all over the place. Life pulls us all over the place. But now, after we've already gotten all the hay in to our loft, we're back to working on the addition of our loft. But it has a lot to do with lumber prices starting to go down in our area a little. So we're just going to hope that they keep that up. But yeah, that's what we're bringing you guys along for here today. We've actually done this a lot throughout our entire farm, or in the barn at least. So we're in really, really good practice. We're a little bit more well-oiled than we were first doing, like the beginning of our barn, because we were young and our barn was empty and nothing was in here, and we were just kind of figuring it out as we went. So now I feel like we make a pretty good team during this, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
I guess so.
We don't hurt each other. We don't throw hammers or screwdrivers at each other.
Wish it flies didn't want to be such a team
Yeah,
member.
it figures like it's August, guys, so of course it's hot. And of course, while he's cutting the boards, I am obviously going to be in here trying to do some other chores that have been overlooked for a while. Got to make sure we use the time we have to the best of our abilities, which means doing more than one thing at once, which is really how a lot of projects never get done. Jump from one to another. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. It has been an incredibly busy month. It's been one of those months where it's so busy that even though I'm still getting over COVID, that I just almost cannot afford to stay inside. The weather is beautiful here in East Central Indiana. I really wish there was some way in YouTube through video that I could let you feel the weather and to feel what it feels like here right now while I'm sitting on the front of our chicken coop, just enjoying the general ambiance of the area right now. We have so many projects coming. We have so much to get done. There's a lot on the docket. There's a lot on the horizon. I can't even believe that we are within a couple of months of starting breeding season already for 2022 kids. It's kind of amazing how fast this whole year has gone, and I really wanted to thank you guys. It's been kind of one of those crazy years, and my ultimate goal here is to make you feel like you're a part of Mulberry Branch Farm, because really you are. If you're watching this right now, you're a part of this farm. You're a part of the experiences that happen here. You're the reason that we share. I've got some really exciting things that I plan to bring to you guys. Of course, more goats, more ducks, chickens, bees, gardens, projects, and our everyday shenanigans that make us just kind of who we are and put our own little personal touch to our YouTube channel. So in turn, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one. Just a general update on what's been going on the farm here over the last couple of weeks. I hope that you are just as excited as I am to see what the future holds here. So thanks guys for being here. I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed what you saw today and you're not a part of the Mulberry Branch Farm family, go ahead and subscribe and make sure that you ding the notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything that's happening here on Mulberry Branch Farm, because there's a lot happening and I can't wait to bring each and every one of you along with us. But in the meantime, guys, I hope that you're staying safe out there and being kind to one another, and pretty sure we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.